It's week 2 of the NFL, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Seahawks and the Lions, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead. And we're off in week 2. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So the Seahawks ready to take over on offense, and it is a first-time Pro Bowler who leads them out, Charles, in his 11th year now, Geno Smith.
When the Seahawks named Smith the starter last season, it gave him an opportunity he wasn't sure he would get again. And then he became one of the best quarterbacks in football and sustained it across a full 17 games, winning Comeback Player of the Year. Saved his career with last season and keeps the Seahawks as true contenders.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Geno. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A man who played collegiately over at East Lansing. Here's Ken Walker. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Geno now to throw. And that is incomplete here. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. And it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. You talk about this Lions defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Runs through the contact. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Lions will take over. Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here. And under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. And season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
2nd and 10. Here's Goff. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Following the fumble recovery, Smith. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Geno. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now Smith. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There are so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and that makes the score 7-0. Khalif Raymond now. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The numbers for Gibbs from last week, he was without a doubt one of the catalysts in that victory.
And he can really be the glue that makes this offense go, because when defenders have to commit to stopping him, that just opens up more opportunities in the passing game.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Now it's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he is going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. St. Brown in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, good move. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Fair catch called for, Nate, at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Smith. That is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He's got it at the 15. It's a big play there for Seattle. 49 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Walker diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Goff now to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they got the victory last week against the Rams, so some good momentum as they come up 1st and 10. Smith. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd have the rule of the roost here in this 1st half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here. After the interception, here's Goff. Well, this is caught by Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. They work now on 2nd and 9.
At the 16-yard line.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. That's complete to Laporta. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Throw out wide is incomplete. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. Now a 1st down throw. Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 1 now from the 21. Now Goff. He's got it to Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he's brought down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown of the game.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Holding offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a
He was a strong first half for the former Spartan, Kenneth Walker. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. We were certainly
Coach,
treated to an entertaining first half.
One's still
both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Now is 2nd and 10. Gone. And that's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and it's 21-10. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
A 1st down created by Laporta. An easy draft pick by the Lions because he fit exactly what they want. A tight end themselves in finding gaps in coverage and throwing hard blocks at the line of scrimmage.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Goff now looking to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. They'll try the air now with Smith. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. Here's 3rd and 9. To throw is Smith. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. Good footwork at the 30. And he's got some space here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And some room to maneuver. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. They'll go again with Gibbs. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Goff now looks to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Goff.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. The Smith's throw caught here by Metcalf.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 2. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical third down conversion.
His afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Second and 4 at their 49-yard line.
They'll run the toss to Walker. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth-quarter stop? So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
A good return there, call it 13 yards.
And they will take over first and 10.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw is Goff.
Going underneath, Gibbs has it.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now it's Goff.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Trying to get it with Snell. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. That is caught by Laporta.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Goff. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away as we just saw there.
So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up first and 10 at the 45.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
They'll try for the first with Walker, and he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and that should just about do it. 40 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Smith down to a knee here, and that should just about do it. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly